So, my starter kit has arrived, and this is what came in the box. The official Raspberry Pi case, a Raspberry Pi 4 Model B 4GB computer, one USB-C power supply, one micro HDMI to HDMI cable, a 16GB SD card preloaded with the Noobs operating system installer, and a neat little bonus, the Pi Hut sticker. The content supplied in your starter kit may vary depending on the supplier, model, and options selected at the time of purchase. The items shown here were supplied as part of a 4GB Raspberry Pi 4 Model B starter kit. Right then, let's put it all together. We start with the case. This has a removable top panel that makes prototyping projects quick and easy. To open the case, place your fingers on the pressure points which are marked by little triangles on either side of the case. Apply a little pressure and lift. Now you have a white case top, a pink case bottom, and a pack of blisters. Next, we are going to apply the blisters to the feet of the case bottom. So turn the case bottom upside down. Peel off the blisters and apply one to each of the 4 feet. The Pi computer's box is glued shut. Tilt the box up and you will see the Open Here label. Reach under this flap and lift to break the glue seals. In the box, you'll find a safety guide, a brief manual, and the Pi computer. When handling the computer, avoid touching the components on the board. Always hold the computer by its edges. Next, fitting the Pi computer into the case bottom. There's only one way to do this. Align the Pi and the case bottom as shown and fit together. Gently press the Pi into the case bottom to ensure it sits securely. The next step is to clip the case top on. Align the case top so that the front slips over the USB and Ethernet ports. As you place the case top on, press gently until you hear the 2 side clips clicking into place. When assembled correctly, the case is seamlessly shut on all 4 sides. Next, we install the SD card. The card contains the Noobs installer required to install the operating system. The SD card slot is found on the underside, so flip the Pi upside down. Slot the SD card in with the pins facing downward and the writing on the SD card itself facing upward. Ensure the SD card is pushed in all the way. We're almost there. Unbox your power supply. The Pi is very sensitive, so please ensure you use an authorized product. Connect the power supply to the power port. Unpack the micro HDMI to HDMI cable. This links your Pi to a monitor or screen. The Pi 4 has 2 micro HDMI ports. Connect your screen or monitor via port 1. That's the port nearest the power supply. If you connect your screen to port 2, the Raspberry Pi will show and stay on the rainbow screen of death when you try to boot it. Okay, your Raspberry Pi is now set up. Just connect a keyboard and mouse via USB or Bluetooth. A little side note. The Pi does not have an on-off switch. It powers on when plugged into a live power socket. Plug yours in and let's start the journey. You should now see a bright red LED light on the Raspberry Pi, which indicates that the Pi now has power. Depending on the installer on the SD card, you will be given a list of operating systems to choose from. This list may include Raspbian, Libre Elec, and others. Choose the recommended OS, Raspbian, and click Install. Let the install process run until you're presented with the setup wizard on the desktop. Read through, then click Next and work through the setup steps. Select the country, language, and keyboard settings appropriate to you. Your Pi comes with a default password. This is Raspberry. You would want to change this, so enter a new, secure password for your Pi. Select your Wi-Fi network and enter the Wi-Fi password if required. If you are connected via Ethernet, go ahead and skip this step. You will now be prompted to update the software. Go ahead and click Next. Once the update is complete, you will be asked to restart the Pi. Click Restart. After the restart, the home screen loads and you are good to go. Before you go, we know you'll love learning more about all things Pi. Visit the Raspberry Pi org website. The link is shown below for more info, tips, project ideas, and help.